during surveying, we have to consider aesthetic properties of the denture. As we say, for example, this picture. If the survey line was high, the glass should be at the middle of the tooth. But it's unacceptable by the patient. Now, we talk about the surveyor options to get more aesthetic prosthesis, denture. As much as possible, less metal appear or disappear on the patient mouth. When you make a denture, as much as possible, make less metal appear or show inside the patient mouth. If possible, first point, if possible, the metal or the glass, this one, should not be appeared or should not be noticed from the patient mouth. Artificial tooth or teeth should be positioned properly. What do you mean by this? For example, this picture. Now, first of all, we talk about the clasp. As much as possible, the clasp should not be appeared. Second, the artificial teeth should be arranged in an aesthetic position. For example, as you see, this cusp, this patient mouth, the ridge is almost straight. But if you make a partial denture and if you arrange the teeth in a straight manner, it's very, very unaesthetic. So, as you see, this tooth should follow the previous contour in their natural, identical position. Mafhum? The teeth, the artificial teeth, this one, should be arranged in their identical position. معناتها شنو? For example, this after extraction of the teeth, natural teeth, there will be bone resorption. You know the pattern of bone resorption. For the maxilla, it's outward to inward. Means the buccal plate resorb more, faster. While in case of lower, it's opposite. The lower plate resorb more and faster. For this reason, after a few years, after a few years, 1 or 2 years, once you look to the patient mouth, you see that the maxilla is very small while the mandible is larger. But the patient bring you a photos, say no, it was normal class 1, what same size. This is because the pattern of bone resorption. It's not our subject today because you take this in few lectures later. So, our second point, the teeth should be arranged in their identical position. It means in where was the natural tooth present, these artificial teeth should be arranged in that position. We have more problems in case of tilting of the teeth. case of tilted tooth, another break. This is the molar. This is the cast. This is tilted tooth. In case of tilted tooth, we have to arrange, follow the this is tilted tooth. As you see in the previous slide, we have to tilt the cast. This tooth is like this. You have to tilt the cast until it be vertical. And then arrange the teeth. What's the point of this? For example, if I tilt the cast, after that the tooth will be like this.
Transport and doctor. Transport and doctor.
This is the tilting. Once you tilt the cast, during tilting, this tooth will be vertical. Look, and this one. And I will arrange my tooth. This one, this. And it's vertical. It's easy for arrangement. But once the patient wear the denture, it will be like this. It follows the same curvature of the adjacent tooth. يعني يبين طبيعي أكثر. عندي شوية سن. If I have slightly tilted tooth, the adjacent tooth also should be slightly tilted with the same level. It's more aesthetic. Okay? But wait, we say we will do this tilting. This one of the options. The other option, doing enameloplasty. In previous lecture, we talked about enameloplasty. We cut from the enamel as much as possible the enamel, and we will do our arrangement. These problems are the most common problems that you will face in your dental life. You have two options, either tilting the tooth or grinding of the tooth enameloplasty. Other point. This class should be positioned as much as possible, we say, should be positioned in the gingival third of the clinical crown. The gingival third of the crown. But with a minimum distance from the gingiva, 1 millimeter. Should not contact gingiva. This is the tooth, this is the gingiva. Once I make a clasp, this position, look at me, this position, contacting the gingiva is more aesthetic for the patient. But this causes inflammation, التهابات, make inflammation. After a few weeks or few months, what will happen? What?
Gingivitis?
Other than gingivitis, other recession. as a protective mechanism of the body, what will happen? This gingiva comes downward, and the root will be exposed. So as much as possible in the gingival tear, about 1 millimeter above the gingiva. If the patient survey line prevent placing the clasp in this position, what do we have to do? Yeah. Come down. If the position of the survey line, was higher, it was in this position, and I have to place the clasp in this area. Normal survey line was at that area, and I wanted to place in this area. What I have to do? يعني الكلاس بوزيشن مال الكلاس حسب السن مال المريض لازم اخليه هنا بالميدل تير، بس انا اخليه بالجنجايفال تير.
ممكن نخليه جنجايفال يعني
لابيال بار؟
لا لابيال بار بعدين نحكي، اذا ما صار عندك اي مجال بعدين تخلي لابيال بار.
يعني من الواكس نخلي نسوي طبقه للجنجايفال؟
لا.
كان لسه باقي ناخذ
نسوي recontouring of the tooth. If it requires minimum change alteration, you do recontouring. كنا المحاضرة اللي فاتت recontouring of the tooth, changing the position of the survey line. We will cut, for example, just for example, I want to place my clasp in this area, but the survey line is like this. Survey line makes me place the clasp in this area. What I have to do? Recontouring of the tooth until you can place the clasp in this area. In previous lecture, we said we can change the position of which can change the survey line by several methods. First of all, tilting of the cast on the surveyor. Second, recontouring. Third, restoration. Fourth, crown.
هاي المكان اللي قطع من الإنامة شلون يسوي يعني؟ غليظ؟
شلون؟
هاي المكان اللي
انامل بلاستيك.
بس اذا within enamel اذا تتذكر قلنا اكو عندنا enamel واكو دنتين وهذا البلط. دنتين enamel. If the cut only within enamel, just cutting, after that apply topical fluoride to prevent future caries. If by the cutting we reach dentine, we do restoration, حشوة. Otherwise, root canal treatment أو قطع عصب and crowning. واضح؟ الاستاتيك. أي واحد يجي عنده سؤال خليه يسأل هسه حتى كلكم تفهمون، مو ورا المحاضرة، ما قصدي شيء، بس مرات السؤال ورا المحاضرة كلش معقول، فإلكم كلكم تستفادون منه. أو سؤالي هي استلي كباشتة نقدوايا. Okay. We finished aesthetic part related to the surveying. Now we talk about guiding plane. What was the guiding plane? As we said, what was guiding plane?
Guide for the correct.
Guide for the proximal surfaces of the parallel proximal surfaces of the teeth that guide the denture to its position. Guide يعني دليل. This is the definition. Our parallel surface of the abutment teeth. This color, this blue one, purple or blue, this is the guiding plane. The proximal. We don't say mesial or distal. The guiding plane for this diagram, the proximal surfaces, this 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the guiding plane. These are the parallel proximal surfaces. As we said in previous lectures, if the tooth was tilted, also 1, 2, 3, 4. This will guide the denture in this manner. We will insert the denture in this way, not vertically, in this way. This will be get by how we can get proximal surface.
By surveyor.
How? We are talking about surveyor. 2 or 3 lectures, all of them about surveyor now. But how by surveyor? By tilting the cast. Only tilting the cast. We tilt the cast until we get the maximum parallel surfaces. Just by tilting the cast. In your lab, all of you see, so the surveyor. All of you saw the surveyor. شفتوا السيرفير كلكم؟ شفنا سويت لكم tilting. First of all we said 0 degree tilt. After that we tilt according to the what? Not patient. Until we get according to the parallelism. Until we get parallel surfaces. The point of the guiding plane, why we take this subject, because it helps us in case of insertion, path of insertion, also sometimes called path of insertion. As you see from this, that this is the path of insertion. The path of insertion on the surveyor should be vertical. واضح؟ بس شو يرفع صوتك؟
إذا الأباتمنت كان يعني مائل.
اوكي.
نريد نخلي بريدج. نقدر نعدل يعني الأباتمنت يسوي عدل أو هو يعني هو الأصلي مالته صاير مائل.
لأنه بالسيرفير راح نعدله. من نعدله على السيرفير بعدين نطبقه على البيشن ماوس على حسب المريض على الأسنان الدائمية. مثلا سوينا جرايندينج على الكاست بالسيرفير نفس الكمية ونفس البوزيشن راح أسويه حسن طبيعي. The path of the insertion on the surveyor should be vertical. But we say now sometimes the teeth are tilted. How? As surveyor, on the surveyor, the path of insertion of the denture. This is the denture. This is the denture. Should be parallel. Should be vertical. Should be vertical. On the surveyor should be vertical. But the teeth inside the patient mouth is inclined. Because مو عدل بالضبط. In this situation, what we did? We tilted until we hit this parallelism. For this reason, on the surveyor, the denture should sit vertically. But inside the patient mouth, it's different. واضح؟ On the surveyor, the denture inserted vertically because already we tilt the cast. That was the normal. The easy way, inserted in vertical manner. But sometimes we have problems in every lecture. We talk about the not ideal one, and we talk about the problems. Not all the cases are ideal. You will face a lot of abnormalities. What we have to do, sometimes we have several parts of insertion. Several parts of insertion. For example, in case of free ends, in case of this denture, the patient can insert it from posterior to anterior, vertically, anterior to posterior. In case of free ends, class 1 and class 2 with no modifications, be careful. No modification, unmodified. In case of class 1 and class 2 unmodified cases, the denture can be inserted in several parts of insertion. And the patient choose the easiest one for him. واضح? But in case of class 1 and class 2, free end, with no modifications. You remember the modification, how we con with no modifications, we have several parts of insertion. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four, but mostly two or three. Mostly two or three. So the patient will choose the easiest path for him. It does not cause any problem. It's easy for the patient and for us as a dentist. But in case of modification, this is class
Class 2 mode 1
Class 2 mode 1. Class 2 mode 1.
unilateral.
Unilateral. In case of modifications, اسمعوني هذا. In case of modifications, the modification determines the path of insertion. In case of modifications, the modification space determines the path of insertion. واضح؟ إذا yes, why?
Was that free?
But doctor, for
Okay, so what?
Maybe we need to cut the cast.
No, because it's free and okay, but because we don't have other parallel surfaces, we just have one surface. We have only one surface in this position, but in this case, we have two surfaces. يعني إذا تريد تراضي واحد أسهل مما تراضي اثنين. إذا راضيت اثنين الثالث أسهل. Say, if this side inserted easily, that side is already inserted easily because it has only one proximal surface, one guiding plane. واضح?
doctor, he will insert from the modification side, then the other side.
We will insert it from the modification side because, as we say, this is determining the path of insertion. So we will insert first the modification area, modification space, after that the free end.
Doctor, what about the one that without modification, you say it has many type of insertion? But patient will choose one way to insert, or he
One
can
way
use
or
many
two,
ways.
one way or the easiest one for the patient.
And each time you can use many.
Each time can use many
Different
paths of
way.
insertion. Okay? واضح?
نعم.
In case of class 3 and 4, what do you think about? How many path of insertion we have? Okay, one path. Why? Because already I have two surfaces. These two surfaces will guide me. عشان أبلغ This is class 3. This is class 3. Tooth bounded or class 4. Already I have two surfaces parallel, only one part of insertion. If they were inclined, on the survey we told it also we have only one part of insertion. As much as قاعدة, principle, as much as the surface is more, the path of insertion will be decreased. As much as the guiding plane more guiding plane, less path of insertions. If I have only, for example, one plane, one guiding plane, this one. As we say, we have maybe 2, 3, 4, accordingly, path of insertions. But if there was another 2, maybe 1 or 2, if you have the third one, we have only 1. Because it's sometimes very difficult, be careful, sometimes difficult to make all multiple surfaces parallel. Because sometimes, because it's difficult, not sometimes, it's difficult to make all surfaces parallel. 100% parallelism. So as much as the surface increased, the path of insertion will be decreased. As much as this one decreased, path of insertion increased. واضح؟ سؤال؟ عايدة بالعربي؟ عايدة يا بالعربي. عندك سطحنا هذا، عندك السفلت، عندك الحايط. عايدة ناخذ شيء بيناتهم. ما اقدر اول مرة اخلي هذا وبعدين اخلي هذا. كلها بارلل. بس كده لو فرضنا عندي بس هذا السيرفس. اقدر انزل من فوق، اجي منه، ادفع منه الى ان يقعد. ايش قد ما كان عدد الاسطح اكثر لاقي صعوبة. بالضبط لاقي صعوبة. فما قلت لاقي صعوبة يعني لازم بارت في سيرفس واحد. بس اذا عندي سيرفس واحد مالتيبل بارت. من فوق، من زاوية اي شيء اريده. واضح؟
As you said, path of insertion decreases, you mean it will be difficult?
Yes, difficult.
It will be difficult.
Yes, difficult. For this reason, it's not your lectures. You will take it in next stage, inshallah. You will take in your next stage just information. If you have multiple modifications, the modifications are better to be restored by fixed prosthesis, bridges or implants to decrease these problems. مو موضوعنا ما راح نحكي عليه. Okay, you say class 3 and class 4 a single path of insertion. Any question on insertion? Tripoding. What tripoding? You take it in your lab. Tripoding. اللي يحكي بس يرفع ايده. No. بس ما تحكيت على الترايبودينج الجروب اللي موجود فلازم كلكم انتم موجودين. موقع. قصدك؟ اوكي. reference. Like as a reference. We know reference? I have simply to explain tripoding. Simply explain tripoding. You saw the surveyor. Survey table. You saw the table. The cast sit on it. I don't know anything about tripoding. I put my cast in this manner, tight, screw. After that, I want to remove the cast. Remove it, check it for anything. Once I put it, I may change the position. I may change. Tripoding. This is the cast. I am now don't know anything about tripoding. It's my first time to hear about tripoding. I put my cast on the surveyor, locked by the screw. This is the position. It's okay until the cast in its position. For any reason, for any reason, I want to remove the cast, check for anything. After that, once I want to return it back to its position, it will never sit 100% in the same position. A slight change, 1 millim, 2 millim, changing will change the entire design. Why? Because it will change the survey line. مرات مليمين تفرق عندنا. 1 or 2 millim tilting will change the survey line. Tripoding, we make marks. Points. Three, try. It's a Latin word. بس هذا كم الواحد ينسى؟ Try. That means 3. Not 2 and not 4. Even if 4, it's okay, acceptable. But minimum is 3. 3 points. What we do by tripoding? Once I put my cast, this is on the survey table. I have a tool, this one. This one, let's go back. This one. This is a marker. This is the tilt after I choose the most desirable tilt. Because for tripoding done after choosing the most desirable tilt. After choosing the most desirable tilt. By this marker, I make 3 points. For example, this is the cast, inclined. Make a point here, and point in this point, in this area. If, for any reason, I didn't put the cast in its identical position, what will happen? In this way. This not touching. This may touch, while this one also may touching. But one of the 3 points don't touch. It means there's change. So I have to change my tilt until all the points contacting this tool. I have now 10 fingers on this board. If this one change, make 4, 5 fingers or 8 fingers touching this object. But I will change this object until all of the marker, 3 point, this marker contacting the marked area. This is called tripoding. It's a reference, dalil. حتى حسب المكان الصحيح. سؤال.
This helps us to get the most desirable tilt of the class, right?
This one?
It helps us to get the most desirable tilt.
No, I said after tilting.
After
getting the most desirable tilt, we do this.
One of the points doesn't touch, or are not in the
Well,
correct
it's not in the correct position.
Yeah.
دوس هذا مثلا عندي هذا القلم همينة، عندي 3 اخلي هذا اخليه هيك. اذا اي مينا بهذا هذا ما يقعد عدل، راح يصير مثلا تفضل هيك او هيك، ما في فرق. نقطة اريا الخط احسن، ما في فرق. بس المهم ال 3 بوينتس الريفرنسز تحددها، لازم من ترجع الكاست كلها تصير كونتاكت.
يعني اذا نسوي هاي ما نسوي التحديث مال القلم يعني شلون؟
لا تحديث مع القلم.
يا
مع
هذا التخطيط يعني.
وانا شو قلت اول مرة؟
After.
افتر هذا بعدين
هذا ولا ما نسوي ذا؟
لا
يعني لو نسوي هذا لو ذا؟
لا هذا حكي وهذا غير حكي، اثنيناتهم لازم تسوي. عندك هذا هيك دقيقة same question. This is, we don't do this to form or to create or to know the most desirable part of insertion or the most desirable tilt. حتى نحافظ عليه. For example, this is the cast, 0 tilt. اسمعوني. 0 tilt. This is, I have to change because I have design in my mind. Cannot be made on this 0. I will tilt it like this. The cast tilted like this. Okay? I will make, this is, choose tilt, the best tilt. This is the tilt. I want to remove the cast. Sorry, for that. This is the chosen tilt. I will do the marker. Survey line. Now I finish my survey line. After that I will do tripoding. هذا بس ليش؟ حتى من اشيل المنطقه تبع الكاست بعدين ارجعها بالضبط مكانها. Just as a reference, when I want to remove the cast, it gets back to its position. It does not affect on the survey line, have no any role in the survey line, just a reference, just only كدليل. هذا خط مالكم نفس الخط. I think this is for today, survey line. Okay, that's enough. Until survey line.